Today I'm gonna see if I could get my e-brake to work using this part, this long part right here, and clamping that onto my e-brake. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today is Labor Day. I got out of work a little earlier, so I figured, you know what, cook up some steaks and work on the 350Z. Now I'm not gonna be fixing the arms just yet. I know I have to change them, but I'm gonna go to a junkyard, see if I can find stock arms. But that's not what we're doing today. Today I'm gonna see if I could get my e-brake to work. Now, right now, the e-brake on the 350Z is at its point where it'll slow the car down, but it won't lock the brakes. But I was doing some research on YouTube, and I found somebody that I already had followed for a while now. Goes by Ace 350, and he uses his stock e-brake. But now what he did was he adjusted his horseshoes, or whatever you guys want to call it. I call them horseshoes because they're the drum brakes. He adjusted them and he extended his e-brake. What he did was he found a piece of metal, a metal pole that he had laying around, and he basically tied it up to his e-brake with hose clamps. I don't know if that's actually what he's doing, what it's running. He didn't show in the video of it working and him using it, but I'm gonna test it out. I mean, what am I gonna lose? Time? I got nothing but time. So yeah, I have a few things that I found that can potentially work. One of them being my sister's old bicycle. Now, what I was planning on doing here is maybe cutting around here, and I don't know, maybe using this part, this long part right here, and clamping that onto my e-brake, and then using this as a lever, or this metal pole here. Now this I would have to bend it a little bit, and I don't have a bender, so I'm kind of hoping this is long enough, although it doesn't seem like it's going to be long enough, but we're gonna try it out. I'm gonna get straight into it. I'm gonna go get a grinder real quick, grab some glasses, and start cutting away. Alright, so I was able to take the handlebars off successfully. Now I'm gonna try and attempt to cut these bars off right here and possibly right here. Alright, wish me luck. There we go. It is getting dark, so I'm not going to be able to record as much, but I kind of cleaned it up a little bit, took off some of the welds. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and paint this part on. I'm not going to paint this because I am going to keep a bike grip on it. Let me see how that goes, but I'm going to paint this on. I'm going to use some Rust-Oleum 2X. I'm just going to paint it black. Yeah, I'm not really good at painting, so I'm going to do it as best as I can. Yeah, looks alright. Now, because I am impatient and I want to get inside because these mosquitoes are on kill mode, I'm going to go ahead and make it dry quicker with Harbor Freight heat gun. I am a very impatient person, so if I can always speed up a process, I'm always going to do it. Look at this. Heat gun is cushioned onto the chair, blowing hot air right there. I need to speed up this process as fast as I can. I know I'm not going to be able to show you guys too much inside footage, but I'll more or less try and explain it. And tomorrow afternoon, once I get out of work, and explain to you guys exactly what I did. So I've been going at it with it. I did a couple test fittings. Like I said, I haven't been recording much because of the light. Now I realized on the lever it was basically like an S shape. It wasn't very comfortable, so I went back to the cutting board, and since it was an S shape, I cut it like this. Now literally the end of the pipe ends right here, as you can see. So now it's a whole lot more comfortable. I put the bike grip on there and it's perfect because now I can grip it like that. I have my thumb here, better grip, just like that. It's perfect. I don't know if I haven't seen myself. I'm probably dirty. I've been messing around, going to look for tools, but it looks like it's gonna be worth it. I'm gonna go ahead and put it back on and hopefully show you guys the final product. Bro, stop it. What was that? Hey! Hey! You wanna write the camera down? Alright, as you guys were able to see, it actually worked. Luckily, I didn't have to tighten anything up. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. I'm sorry I have to use my iPhone flashlight. So as you guys can see here, I used 5 hose clamps straight from Advance. It was $3 a pack of 2. I was able to grab one off of my spare IS300 that I'm parting out. I grabbed one of my Allen keys right there. As you guys can see, I put the I don't even know. I'm gonna say handlebar. I'm gonna call it the handlebar because that's what it is. The handlebar. I put it on the left side of the e-brake, and on the right side, I put the Allen key. Now, on the very last one, I just put straight from the e-brake to the handlebar, and then the rest of all 4 of them are holding the Allen key. I tested it out. It worked. Now, I just have to test it out in a real scenario. Maybe I'll continue this tomorrow with further testing. I'll be posting up the link to the original video of the guy Ace350Z. Shout out to him. Thank you for the idea. I'll be putting the link down in the description. He describes the process a little bit better. He shows you how to adjust the rear brake pads and in the center console. I'm on the road to getting this car where I want it to be, but I have to finish that Lexus first. So that is why I'm doing this, being cheap. I mean, I just gotta, I wouldn't call it a hydro. We can call it a hydro, but I just got a handbrake set up for $6 because that's all it took. Grab the old bike from my backyard, grab some clamps, some hose clamps, $2.99 for a pack of 2. I got 2 packs, and I grabbed one from the spare car, and I used my dad's saw. That's it's up to you if you want to paint it. I use paint that I had laying around here. I use my Harbor Freight gun. This isn't something that's expensive, and we're back with it. It's been like 3-4 days now since I recorded the last footage. It's been non-stop raining. It actually rained not too long ago. Luckily it dried up, but it is very humid out here, so I wouldn't be surprised I'll be sweating this video. Before I started recording, I went and did a few testing here in front of my house. As you can see, it's locking up the right side. The left side will start to lock up, but once I'm in the dirt. So all I have to do is do a little bit of tightening with the horseshoes in the back and pray and hope that I have enough life. I'm gonna start jacking the car up and getting straight into it. Unfortunately, I thought I had the time-lapse running. Turns out I didn't, so I didn't get any footage of everything that I did. But whatever, tires back on. I tightened it up a little bit, and I'm gonna test it out real quick. All right, so I went back, tightened it a little bit more, and it still wasn't locking up. So I kind of decided to take it around the corner real quick, and I didn't really get too much speed. I was maybe going like 10-15 miles per hour. I turned and yanked the e-brake, and it felt like it locked up. So I came home, switched out my front tires because on this side it was flat. I switched them out so I could be able to get some more speed, and I'm gonna go take it to a more open area around my house, well, around my blocks, and give it a shot.
A few moments later.
as you guys were able to see, it worked pretty good. Unfortunately, the left side isn't really locking up. I think it has to do with when we fixed that side, we probably didn't adjust it well. I tried doing the best I could from before taking out the rotors, and yeah, left side isn't locking up. I'm gonna leave that for another day, probably another video. Yeah, I think it's when we crashed. Well, not when my brother crashed, we changed that whole knuckle. Something wasn't done right, but yeah, at least it does it very well with the right side. It locks up very good. I'm not struggling to lock the wheels. I give it a nice little yank and it locks them. I'm happy with it. I'll have it fixed before the next event, which I don't know when it'll be, but I'm ready for it. That's gonna be it for today. If you guys like what you saw, you like the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and leave a comment down below. That's gonna be all for today. I'm out.